There's no way to sugarcoat it. Nobody likes Democrats anymore. We have no voters left because of all of our woke trans bullshit. Not even black people want to vote for us anymore. Even Latinos hate us. So we need new voters.
The dementia parade of Donald Trump, featuring Donald Trump, the dear leader whose wardrobe and clothing they're so luxurious, although he's naked, it continues. The other day, he posted, then deleted a weird video that promised through policy of the government, an AI video of himself that he shared, that he never said the things, that promised alien conspiracy technology to heal, to regrow limbs, to de-age people through med beds. And I think he realized, oh shit, I thought that was real. That's not real. I'm stupid. I'm demented. My cognition is really suffering here. But he did it again. He shared another video while we all are hovering undercover in the shadow of a looming government shutdown. Donald Trump is posting racist AI videos of Chuck Schumer talking outside the White House, standing next to Hakeem Jeffries, saying a bunch of racist shit with like a mariachi band playing and a sombrero and a big mustache onto Hakeem Jeffries. AI. So I guess the question, I'll get to the point here, but I guess the question is, if Donald Trump thought the alien technology medbed thing was real, that featured him, he thought that was real, maybe he thinks this is real. Does Donald Trump think that Chuck Schumer is bad-mouthing Democrats and saying a bunch of weird shit while standing next to Hakeem Jeffries with a sombrero and a big handlebar mustache? In any other timeline, I would have said, no, there's no way that he thought that was real. He knows that's fake. But I don't know. How can we be sure that Dementia Dawn doesn't think this is real? First, let me play the actual video of Chuck Schumer talking about the getting nowhere with Donald Trump. We all knew it would go nowhere. Chuck Schumer demanding to compromise and negotiate with Donald Trump in the White House. It's going, no, what are you doing? Resign, get somebody in the position who can actually fight, both you and Hakeem Jeffries. But here, watch him, and then we'll play the racist AI video from Donald Trump.
President, for the first time since all of these issues started, even though we have requested repeated meetings with Leader Thune, Speaker Johnson, and the President, we have very large differences on health care and on their ability to undo whatever budget we agree to through rescissions and through impoundment, as well as pocket rescissions. And I think for the first time, the President heard our objections and heard why we needed a bipartisan bill. Their bill has not one iota of Democratic input. That is never how we've done this before. When I was leader, we negotiated 4 times with Republicans, and we never had a shutdown. And so it's up to the Republicans whether they want to shut down or not.
First of all, the things they're asking for are absolutely good and decent things that should be in there. For Donald Trump to have the power to rescissions they're talking about, it's after the fact, after the budget is passed, after it's been negotiated and voted on and passed through and signed by the president. That's law. That's the way it is. But Donald Trump wants the ability to claw back spending that's already been approved and signed into law. They want to save healthcare, the Democrats. Of course they want to save healthcare. Millions and millions of people will be kicked off their insurance, or their insurance will double or triple their premiums every single month. I pay like $1,600 a month for health, and it's not even the top tier plan. Are they going to make me pay $3,200 a month? Double or triple? Are they going to do that to you? That's what they want. And we know that because they're not taking this seriously. I mean, either Donald Trump, this video I'm getting ready to play, the racist mariachi band and the sombrero and the AI Schumer voice, either he thinks it's real, which is very troubling, or he thinks so little of shutting down the government, so little of his responsibility as commander-in-chief and president of the United States, that he's distracting in this moment with this video.
Look, guys, there's no way to sugarcoat it. Nobody likes Democrats anymore. We have no voters left because of all of our woke trans bullshit. Not even black people want to vote for us anymore. Even Latinos hate us. So we need new voters. And if we give all these illegal aliens free health care, we might be able to get them on our side so they can vote for us. They can't even speak English, so they won't realize we're just a bunch of woke pieces of shit, you know, at least for a while until they learn English and they realize they hate us too.
It's just, I mean, it's patently racist. It's a white supremacist conspiracy that they're playing on here, the Great Replacement Theory, which back in the 90s was something that white power movement people would whisper about in their living rooms to other racists, to other neo-Nazis. But now, because of Tucker Carlson and Donald Trump and the Republican Party generally, this is A-OK. This is normalized. It's mainstreamed. And look, we need to call it what it is, which is racist. This is racism. This is white supremacy. And I'm not going to tell a black man how to respond to racism, how to call it what it is. And Hakeem Jeffries can do his own thing. My problem with it is that he's a political leader. He wants to be Speaker of the House of Representatives. He represents more than just himself in this moment. And I believe it's important to call it what it is. And he doesn't do that. He was on MSNBC, and this is how he responded to it.
Fake video, people are going to see it. They'll see it in other ways. It's easy to find, but it is absolutely disgusting in every way. It is a lie. It's the man you met with has now lied about what you said after that meeting. Could you give us your reaction to that Trump posted video tonight?
It's a disgusting video, and we're going to continue to make clear bigotry will get you nowhere. We are fighting to protect the health care of the American people in the face of an unprecedented Republican assault on all the things: Medicaid, Medicare, the Affordable Care Act. Republicans are closing our hospitals, nursing homes, and community-based health clinics, and have effectively shut down medical research in the United States of America. Clearly, Donald Trump and Republicans know that they have a very weak position because they are hurting everyday Americans while continuing to reward their billionaire donors, just like they did in that one big ugly bill with massive tax breaks. Democrats are united in the House and the Senate, and the point that we've made will continue to be clear. We are fighting to lower the high cost of health care, prevent these dramatically increased premiums, copays, and deductibles that will take place in a matter of days unless Republicans are willing to act in terms of renewing the Affordable Care Act tax credits.
While the Chiron reads Trump posts racist AI video, he calls it disgusting and that bigotry will get you nowhere. He's telling the man that bigotry got him to the White House. Apparently, bigotry will get you somewhere in the United States of America, and it's the Oval Office. This is weak leadership on the part of Hakeem Jeffries. This is weak leadership on the part of Chuck Schumer. This talking about the numbers. We're beyond the old political order. Leader Jeffries, we're beyond that. We're beyond begging and pleading with Donald Trump to come to the negotiation table because you want to negotiate with bad faith actors and liars. They're not partners in governance. When are we going to stop considering Republicans partners in governance who can be negotiated with? They are liars. They are white supremacists. They are chaos agents. They are fascists. They want the destruction of America and the Constitution. Why would you want to negotiate with that? It's a failure all across the board. And I know I'm giving fire here to Democrats, and people don't like that. when obviously the most egregious thing here that I'm talking about is Donald Trump's racism and his bigotry and his hatred, the vile, sickening division that he sows. Yeah, of course that. But if we want leaders who are going to actually put up a fight, we need them. And it's going to be on all of us to either tell Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries to get their shit together or resign and let somebody step up who's actually going to be in the fight. Because we're talking about the lives and livelihoods and well-beings of tens of millions of Americans who will be harmed by Republican policy. The soft tones in their speech and their earnest sounding proclamations about negotiation, we're past that. They're arresting members of Congress, have been indicted for assaulting law. We are in fascism, folks. Hakeem, Chuck, do you hear me? Can you hear me? We're beyond negotiation. Stop voting for Donald Trump's agenda. Stop voting for his legislation. If a dysfunctional, harmful government is to be shut down tonight at midnight, let it shut down. If the government that is kidnapping and disappearing people off the streets, arresting United States citizens along with migrants, let it shut down. Fine. Maybe some of the harm can be stopped, can be delayed, can be slowed in some manner. Anyway, what do you think out there? I invite it. Look, I know I'm going to get dissent. That is fine. I'm looking for solutions just like you. If you've got better solutions, share them in the comments below this video, wherever you're watching it, or call me with them. 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me as always, daily@dollemore.com. I would love to hear from you. I know that we can disagree agreeably. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.